Frank Turek, why doesn't everyone go to heaven?
Because God's not going to force anybody into heaven against their will. A number of years ago, I was at the University of Michigan debating an atheist by the name of Eddie Tabash.
Yeah, so I want to talk about this really quick. This whole idea that there's one heaven and one hell is something that I've really doubted these last, more and more and more recently. I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and we believe in three heavens, telestial, terrestrial, and celestial. But I also have a really big heart for Emanuel Swedenborg and Swedenborgian Christianity. And he was a guy who went to heaven, and he came back and he wrote about it. Heaven is not a place, it's who you are, basically. It's your relationship with God and the supernatural realm, Jesus. And basically, the closer you get to God, the more heaven you have inside you. And I'm actually tempted to go to ChatGPT right now. What is heaven? Swedenborg perspective. I'm telling you, it's going to be very strange. In the Swedenborgian perspective, heaven is not a place, it's a state of being, there you go, that aligns with love of God and others. So heaven is within. It's not outside of you, but within you. Heaven begins in the soul. A person enters heaven not just by location, but by becoming heavenly in heart and mind. Heaven is a realm of love and usefulness. The people in heaven love God above all and their neighbor, and they love their neighbor as themselves. Whoa. Live in joy by serving others, what Swedenborg calls use. Heaven has many societies. Heaven is not one giant place, but made of countless societies or communities. Each corresponds to different loves, wisdom, and spiritual states. These communities mirror functions of the human body, which Swedenborg calls the grand man. Heaven is voluntary. No one is forced to have it. Okay, so he's right about this one. People go where they feel most at home. So intimacy over quality, which makes sense. I think I'm the type of person I would try to force myself into a higher heaven, and I would feel so uncomfortable there. I remember when I first joined the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I knew it was a higher quality place, but I felt so uncomfortable, and I thought I was wicked, and I thought everyone else was so perfect and righteous, and everyone was wearing the nice clothes and stuff. And it turns out it's not perfect. But it's definitely not perfect. But now I'm a completely different person, and I just feel really, really good there. So now I feel most at home, and I feel like it's higher quality. But I feel like when I was young, I guess you could say I had such a high view of it, and I didn't really know what was going on. The talks were so good compared to what I was used to, and everyone was dressed so nice, but the feeling was I was so uncomfortable. My friend Eric, he said it was the most uncomfortable he ever felt at a church, which actually gave me a testimony of the church, because my friend, no offense to him, wicked. At least at the time, he was a bit wicked. If someone prefers self-love and domination over service and truth, they choose hell. Not because God sends them, but because heaven would be torment for them. Yeah, well, wow. This is Kobe Bryant. I have videos of, praying him out of hell, and whether he actually has been prayed out of hell or not, it's up to you. I personally believe yes, I was able to do it because I got those dreams. But Kobe chose in my dreams. I kept getting Donald Trump, but then I would get dreams of Kobe. Meaning Kobe chose to go back. So God put him in the right place. That's why praying people out of hell doesn't make a lot of sense in the Swedenborg view. Because if he was more compatible in heaven, he would have gone there already. So everyone chooses their afterlife, and if someone prays you out, more often than not, you're just going to be uncomfortable there, and you're going to leave. Swedenborg taught true spiritual marriages continue in heaven, but only if they were based on deep eternal love and mutual service, not just outer affection or attraction. That's interesting, huh? Angels were once human. Angels are not separate species. This is what Latter-day Saints believe as well. Pretty much we're made from intelligence, or intelligence is. All angels were once humans who lived on earth, developed spiritually, and entered heaven after death. Likewise, the wicked become spirits. Heaven is the inward life of love to God and service, made visible and communal after death. It's a state of being. People enter heaven because they already carry it within them, or as Swedenborg might say, to the extent that we are open to divine love and truth in this life, we are already living in heaven's light. So that's interesting, huh? Let's continue with this.
During the debate, he asked me a question. He said, Frank, my mother was a survivor of the Holocaust. She lived a life full of pain and suffering. Toward the end of her life, someone offered her the gospel, but then she died. Is she in hell right now? So I said, Eddie, I don't know where your mother is now. I don't know if she had a deathbed conversion or not, but if she didn't accept Christ before she died, then Christ or God is too loving to force her into heaven again.
Okay. I like how the guy got up and left. I'm going to end the video here. So...